All right, we're good to go. We're live. What's going on tonight, everybody? Welcome to Trivia Advice for everybody that's been here before and anybody that hasn't been. Welcome. Happy to have you guys here. So we've got a really good one. What's going on tonight, Dan?
Well, I'm sad to say the Batcave had to get temporarily relocated back to the office because apparently a very thick brick wall does not do well with Wi-Fi. So I got to figure that out.
So Dan legitimately lives in like an 1800s jail.
Yes.
Like it's legitimately that the place that he lives was originally built to be a jail. Like the basement of it actually has like the jail cells. You could actually see like where they were planning on putting them. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it does not well. It's thick brick walls and Wi-Fi does not like that apparently. So I got to figure that out. In the meantime, we're going to be here for a few more episodes, but fear not. We have a good game tonight for you peeps. And
Oh yeah.
We got movie poster trivia, of which I have done all of them. Kyle doesn't even know these, so he can play right along.
Yeah, I have. I did not help him make. I didn't help him make either the game on Monday or this one. So, I made the title, description, all that type of stuff. But Dan made all the questions and everything like that for this.
Yeah. So before we get started, we have a few people back. Looks like Kennedy wants to know everyone's favorite scary movie. That's interesting. Mine is definitely Halloween or The Thing. I love both movies for different reasons. Halloween in its simplicity, and it's just a classic. And The Thing is honestly not really scary. It's just a good horror movie. I have not seen The Haunting of Hill House. I have not seen the TV show yet. I watched like the first 5 minutes one night, and I was like, "Damn, this is gonna be shit your pants scary, probably." And I was like, "Better not watch that tonight." And I still haven't watched it. Oh my god, Sleepaway Camp. I believe isn't that the one with the boy that's a girl and pretends to be a girl? Correct me if I'm wrong.
It might be. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Curtis says The Purge.
Purge is okay. I've only seen the first one. I haven't seen the others.
Tess likes The Purge.
Stephanie says I like Halloween more because I watched. Stephanie, we watched The Thing back in college. I mean, that was a long time ago at this point, but we did watch it. She doesn't remember.
Kennedy says Scream. Scream is a really good movie.
I do love Scream too.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Before we do this, hold on. Can't go with blue. It's Halloween time.
Yeah, we got to get some spooky.
There we go.
Atmosphere.
That's better.
Unfortunately, my LED lights aren't going to be spooky like yours, but that's okay. So here we go. Oh, I
got one for The Exorcist too. There we go.
Yeah, I do love that. Definitely top 5 for me. All right, without further ado,
yeah, let me.
Says and Stephanie will say Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh, I have sadly seen Thanksgiving one too many times. It's a spoof movie, so.
I was gonna say that makes me think of like Sharknado or something like that, like some kind of movie like that.
Way worse, way lower budget. It's a puppet. It's a puppet killer turkey that does unspeakable things.
All right, here we go.
So, as you get, for those who don't know, guys, all you gotta do is put in the comments 1, 2, 3, or 4 for the correct answer. Speed does count, so if everyone has the same answer, or if everyone gets the correct answer, or a few people do, whoever gets it in whoever gets it in first gets the point. Top 3 for every round get a point. People with the most points at the end win. We do have a mid-round bonus as well as a final bonus.
Make sure also, if you're brand new, smash the like button and think about subscribing.
Yeah, because we are awesome here. All right, first one, we're out. This is a tough one to see just because it's very dark. Is it The Host, The Fly, The Arrival, or Alien? Kyle, any guesses?
Sorry, I was taking a sip, and yes, I am drinking a coffee right now. So anybody that thinks I'm nuts because it's almost 10 o'clock, I'm a night owl. I'm pretty much up till like 1 or 2 in the morning. So I was gonna go personally on this one right here. I was gonna go with Alien.
Yeah, this one actually is The Fly. That and Alien do look very similar when you at first glance, which is why I put that in there. It is The Fly with Jeff Goldblum in it. my thought, I've only seen the movie once, and this was probably 10 years ago. It's a really well-made movie, and the effects in it are disturbing, which is probably why. But like the actual movie itself, not crazy about. But all right. So this is an older movie poster. This was a hard one to block out, so I apologize. I didn't do a great job editing it out. But is it The Thing from Another World, The Day the Earth Stood Still, The Creature, or The Blob? Best name on there, honestly, is The Blob. The Blob slaps. You don't get epic names like The Blob anymore. It looks like this one's going to be a social.
I'm pretty sure this is unanimous on this one right here. So I just figured out too, because like it's really warm in my basement right now, and I'm trying to figure out why, because we have central air, so like it's never warm in here, and Chewy's laying in front of the air vent right now, taking away all of my cold air,
vampiring all of your cold air.
He is, guys. I have like a 30-pound cat named Chewy, and he's just being lazy over there, laying in front of the air vent.
All right, so we got this one from the early 2000s. Is it The Woods, The Ring, Cabin in the Woods, or the Blair Witch Project? Funny thing is, all of these movies have very similar posters.
That's what I was just gonna say. Let's see, best scary movie since The Sixth Sense came out in the mid 90s, I believe. Blair Witch was late 90s. The Ring was like early to mid 2000s. And
he's really thinking on this one.
I'm gonna go with Cabin in the Woods.
Oh no, Cabin in the Woods is The Ring, which quite a few people got, but this was a tough. I mean, I'm not pulling any punches this time, peeps.
I will say, horror movies are not exactly my forte. I'm usually really good with movie posters, but certain ones are definitely really recognizable. But
so this one's interesting because this is Halloween. Now, which Halloween is this? Is it Halloween 5, Halloween 4, 3, or 2? Yeah.
I want to go back to the last question too while we're waiting for people to answer on that. What do you think of Blair Witch Project?
That's, oh gosh, it's such a boring.
Thank you. Yeah. I was so disappointed with it. Like,
so boring.
Like I heard so many people talk about how scary it was and everything, and literally the whole time I'm sitting through it. Like, and I don't mind those type of movies where it's kind of like the first person or whatever, and they're like filming themselves. Like, I don't mind those ones. Like Paranormal Activity, I saw it in theaters, and I'm like, oh, that was pretty good. But pretty much watching it one time, and I'm good. And yeah, Blair Witch Project really wasn't even that. Like, I watched it one time, and I was like, yeah, that was way overrated.
Only Jake and Esmeralda got that right. No love for Halloween 4, my second favorite film in the entire series. I love Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Same thing here. This is actually a little tougher, I think. This is A Nightmare on Elm Street. Dream Warriors is the caption, if you can't read it. Is it Nightmare 8, Nightmare 6, 5, or 3? So if you know your Nightmare movies, Dream Warriors, this should be a pretty easy one.
Caden wants to know what we think of Cloverfield.
I'm going to be honest, Caden, I did not like it. I only saw it once, and I didn't like it. To me, it's it's a cheap Godzilla knockoff that was a low budget.
Wasn't Cloverfield directed by J.J. Abrams, too?
Yeah, which is probably one of the reasons J.J. Abrams crushed my hopes and dreams years ago.
Yeah.
And now they're saying he's going to reboot Superman. Superman doesn't need rebooting, people.
No.
Just saying. Wow, this one's...
At least not with J.J. Abrams.
This one's actually pretty good. A lot of people got it. Yeah, so Nightmare 3, Dream Warriors, often considered the best one of all of them except for maybe the original. Dream Warriors is definitely a fun one. You start getting Freddy with his funny quips. He starts becoming a little funnier, not quite as scary. So it looks like Jake is the only one who cleared the board. So Jake's on the board with one. Curtis, I like your new thumbnail, Curtis, with Aang. That's pretty cool. Looks like Aang with a do-rag. That's funny. And Bobby. All with one. Going into round 2. Buffett says he likes Cloverfield. I don't know. I have not seen Cloverfield Lane.
I missed this one earlier when I was looking at
Yeah.
this. I'm gonna leave it up on the screen for a second so everybody
Secret
sees. We got a
bonus
super
round.
secret bonus round that Dan just kind of popped in there. I like it.
Yeah. I was actually gonna put it in between these rounds, but I was like, nah.
I like this background right here too.
Super spooky. I just want to contrast. Also, I gotta say, I do love this monitor. It's so much easier to read.
Oh yeah, I need one of those new Apple computers that's like a big screen. That's what I want. All right, number 1, we've got Somebody's Watching Me, Slumber Party Massacre, Sleepaway Camp, Friday the 13th.
So those who have watched, I know Kennedy has watched the first horror movie poster video that was not live, and this was on here just because I love this poster. This is in my opinion, this is one of the best movie posters out there, and this is the original OG Friday the 13th. I was hoping some people would go with Sleepaway Camp, or something like that. Somebody's Watching Me is actually a made-for-TV movie that John Carpenter did months before Halloween came out, and that actually took a lot of heavy inspiration that he used for Halloween. So, fun fact there.
You got a few people on this. So who's your favorite director for like Halloween / horror movies?
Oh, John Carpenter, all the way, all the way.
John Carpenter's a badass.
He slaps.
He really is. All right. Number 2, we got The Babysitter Murders, Suspiria, Prom Night, Happy Death Day. I gotta be honest, I would have no idea on this one. So I haven't seen the original Prom Night. So I saw the remake of it back in, I can tell you it was 2008.
2008.
Our senior prom, it's kind of weird. Our senior prom, that was like the after prom thing, was Prom Night was playing at theaters, so everybody went there. So that was 2008.
Yeah, this is the original Prom Night. This had Jamie Lee Curtis in it, the Scream Queen. The Babysitter Murders actually is it's just the original title for Halloween. Suspiria is an Italian slasher, and Happy Death Day is just a newer one, which most people got that too. I actually figured a lot of people would go with like The Babysitter Murders, maybe. Guess I was wrong.
All right, number 3, we've got The Outbreak, Cannibal Holocaust, Cabin in the Woods, Cabin Fever.
This one's tough. If a lot of people get this one, I'm going to be pretty upset because this is a toughie. Son of a bitch! I said that, and like all of a sudden, everyone gets it. How do people know? Let me.
And there's, you know what? There's Mitch. You got to respect it. Blazing his own trail, going with number 3.
Because Mitch is a smart man and realizes that only 4 people have seen Cabin Fever. It was like an obscure movie in the mid 2000s that came out. I thought I was being a big brain by using that. Guess I was wrong.
I think Mitch probably thought the same thing. He probably thought, I'm going the opposite of everybody because nobody knows what Cabin Fever is.
Yeah, like what? Oh,
apparently everybody knows what Cabin Fever is. There's no way I would have gotten that one right.
Makes me sad.
Number 4, Silent Hill, Salem's Lot. Oh God, not
Nosferatu.
Yeah, there you go. And Dracula 3D.
See, I showed Kyle this one, but I didn't give him the options. So this was a hard one. If you don't have the multiple choice, it definitely makes it a little tougher. But if you have not seen the original 1979 Salem's Lot made for TV movie, which is what this is, I would highly recommend it. It's also a very easily readable Stephen King book, which is not like it's not very long. It's the only one I've actually gone through all the way and finished, and I really enjoyed it. It also happens to be his favorite book. So, and I believe they are remaking it with Blumhouse Pictures. So I'm excited about that. Oh boy!
All right, here we go. Number 5.
Kyle, you got this. You got this.
Oh, okay. All right. Number 5, The Fly 2, Reanimator, Aliens, or Alien.
So I think we can narrow it down
Mm-hmm.
most of the time. I think so. If you have not seen Reanimator, the poster looks nothing like it, but it just seemed like a cool poster to use. But it's either Aliens or Alien. Kyle, which one is it?
It's Alien. It's the original.
Look at you coming in
There's a
clutch.
movie I haven't. That's a good movie. I haven't seen it in quite a while. I need to go back and rewatch it.
Do you prefer Alien or Aliens? I actually enjoy Aliens more because it's
I was gonna say
more
I think I like Aliens
action
more.
horror. But Aliens, it's not. I can watch Aliens more. Like it's more watchable. Like it's just dumb popcorn movie.
Mhm.
Alien definitely is a little more spooky.
Yeah.
But it's definitely aged worse, I think, than Aliens has. I mean,
I would agree.
It's an 8-year gap, I guess. So, a couple people, actually, a lot of people on that one clearing the board, but it came down to time.
Wow.
Looks like Curtis is up to 2, Jake is up to 2, and then we got Kennedy on the board for the first time. So we got Kennedy and Bobby both with 1 in second place, and then Jake and Curtis tied for second, or tied for first place. I'm sorry. Oh, I put the super secret round between round 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's gonna get real interesting towards the end of the game.
Caden said Reanimator has bright green also. Yes, it does. So that's it's just kind of a wacky poster, I guess is what I was trying to say. That's actually one of my favorite horror movie posters. It looks like
you guys hear what we have planned for next Monday too.
That's gonna be fun. Making the question
yeah.
on that's gonna be kind of challenging, but I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be a slapper.
All right, so this is definitely more of a recent movie. So is it Predators, plural, Extinction, Arrival, or Annihilation?
Oh, I remember seeing the trailer for this in theaters too.
Kyle
I never saw the
Portman.
movie, but I remember seeing the trailer for it.
You just remember Natalie Portman.
Well, always.
Interesting.
Oh God, I think it's Annihilation.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
It is. A lot more people got that than I thought. I thought we'd get more people with Arrival, and we did get some people with Extinction, which makes me happy.
Extinction was the other one I was thinking.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, is there a movie Extinction? I don't even know. It just seemed right when I was making the questions.
There's not. There should be, because
yeah,
that's just a good name.
Okay. So, trying to remember what I did for the next one, but I believe it's a toughie. What do we got? Yeah, kinda. All right, this is an older one. Is it The Collector, Left 4 Dead, Last House on the Left, or I Spit on Your Grave? So I'm going to give you a little hint. It is a grindhouse film. A lot of people. Oh my gosh, this must be a much more memorable poster than I ever gave it credit for. It is Last House on the Left. I'll be honest, guys. I like Wes Craven. I'm not a fan of this movie. This is a very hard movie to watch because it does depict sexual assault, and it's very just unnecessary. I get that's part of the plot of the movie, but that's not my style horror. So I watched it once, and I think that's going to be good. Yeah, and I put Left Hand. Kennedy says it's her favorite video game. Yeah, I put that on there because it's like, she kind of looks like me.
I was thinking it was Last House on the Left. Like that was my first choice, but I almost went with something different and kind of pulled a Mitch, trying to go my own way.
Go your own way. All right, so this is interesting. So is this The House on Haunted Hill, The Haunting of Hill House, The Haunting, or House of a Thousand Corpses? So fun fact is the first 3 are all based on the same book, The Haunting of Hill House. There have been many adaptations, though, that have for some reason named it The Haunting or The House on Haunted Hill. And I got to be honest, the new show, The Haunting of Hill House, I think that just sounds the best. I don't know why. But they decided...
I would say out of all of them, I think that one sounds the best. That's the best title.
But I think they just assume audiences are stupid and need to do The House on Haunted Hill. I don't know.
A lot of people going with 3 and 1 on this.
So The Haunting is a movie that came out the same year as The House on Haunted Hill, both in '99, I believe, and that had Liam Neeson in it. Just a different movie.
Dude,
So,
Liam Neeson's such a badass.
all right. So we do have a Dracula movie. Now, which Dracula movie is it? Is this Dracula Untold, Dracula Reborn, Dracula 2000, or Dracula from 1992? This is a pretty famous poster. It's just, I don't know if you're going to know which one it. If you've seen the movie, you will know immediately. If you have not, it might be a little tougher.
My first thought was number 4.
Yeah, so it's hard to see in there, but you can see the guy holding the girl is Gary Oldman, and
That's who I thought it was. I was
Yeah.
looking at him like, man, he looks like Gary Oldman when he was playing Sirius Black.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it
With the longer hair.
when he plays the younger version of Dracula, and he does.
Dude, Gary Oldman is such a boss.
He really is.
Think
That guy
about
can
it.
play
Like
anything.
he played in that. He played Commissioner Gordon. He played Sirius Black, like, and countless other roles. Like he's such a boss.
He can play a villain or a hero.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty tough to do. So I think this one's going to be kind of a gimme, but I don't know for sure. Is it The Faculty, Scream 2, Killing Tide, or I Know What You Did Last Summer? So the funny thing is, Scream 2 and I Know What You Did Last Summer both have Sarah Jessica Parker in it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And she dies in both of them. Just kind of funny. But yeah,
in real life, didn't she grow up to marry
her and Freddie Prinze Jr. are married.
Freddie Prinze Jr.?
Yeah,
which is funny because in this movie she's the love interest of the other guy, Barry.
Yeah. But they're both in the Scooby-Doo movies too. And yeah, they've been married and have 2 kids. I don't know why. This movie scared the bejesus out of me.
Yeah, as a kid, this terrified me. And looking back on it now, it's like it's just kind of a cheesy ripoff. Like, I mean, if you're looking for a movie to watch, like it's fun, I guess. But
the funny thing is, Kevin Williamson, who wrote Scream and reinvented the genre, wrote this a year after and wrote I Know What You Did Last Summer 2, whatever the hell it's all. I Also Know What You Did Last Summer or whatever, and wrote Scream 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
The guy he was a one-trick pony, I guess, but I guess he made a lot of money. So, all right, so Kennedy is with 2 points now, which puts her in second because Jake is 3 for 3 so far. He's got 3 points. Curtis has 2. Bobby has 1. Kennedy has 2, and then Brooke gets on the board with 1.
Oh, I think we're coming. Oh yeah,
to the super secret bonus round. That's what it was. Bobby says, "I still know what you did." Like, yeah, all I can think of that movie is Jack Black has dreadlocks, and oh god, thank God he gets.
Remember when there was a time that Jack Black was like one of the biggest movie stars there was?
I love Jack Black. It's just
I do too, but
I find him funny. But my God, the guy cannot pull off dreadlocks. Like, oh,
well, okay. And then they cast him as the lead character in King Kong.
Yeah,
or Kong or whatever they called it. Like, I don't know. All right, bonus question right here for an extra point. Only going to be one winner. The House on Haunted Hill, The Haunting of Hill House, The Haunting, Ding Dong, You're Dead.
Only one can be right.
And this one's going to probably come down to some speed too, depending on what kind of answers come in.
Ooh, a lot of people going 4. So, fun fact about this: this is the original adaptation of The House on Haunted Hill.
Wow.
Or The Haunting of Hill House. This was a trick question because I purposely put that.
Kennedy got it. Did anybody else get it? Even if they did, Kennedy would get this because she was the quickest one to answer.
Can we look at that poster? That is a badass poster for being in like the 60s. That is freaking awesome.
And there's no way anything like that would pass nowadays.
No, that'd make people wet themselves.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Kennedy, that puts you up tied now with 3 points, tied with Jake. So we got Kennedy and Jake with 3, Curtis with 2, Bobby and Brooke both with 1. Perfect.
Getting interesting.
I'm trying to remember what other ones I It's only been less than a week, and I can't remember what I put in there. It's bad. I had to edit out all the names. You'd think I'd remember. Oh, I'm still thinking about Jack Black with dreadlocks. Ooh, so bad. Between rounds, you should pull it up real quick, Kyle. It's bad.
All right, number 1, we've got Vampires, Vampire Slayers, The Vampire Diaries, From Dusk Till Dawn. So, speaking of vampires, do you remember? God, this was probably, I don't know. This was probably like 8 years ago. Do you remember that movie, the Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer movie?
Yeah, that came out in the zombie like Walking Dead, like when that was
Yeah.
all. Talk about cashing in though, like that's so brilliant
Uh-huh.
because that was such a dumb plot and never would have got approved nowadays. But it was zombies were such a big thing.
I was gonna say it was such a
back then.
popular thing back then.
So
I
this
still
one
never
actually,
understood that. I could not sit through Walking Dead.
oh, I love the first few seasons and then it definitely goes down. But
I tried. I couldn't do it.
so this one actually is vampires. This is a John Carpenter film. Gotta give John Carpenter some love. It's a really good movie if you've not seen it. It's a fun one. From Dusk Till Dawn has I think George Clooney in it, I believe.
All right, number 2, The Nun, The Exorcist, The Crucifixion, The Amityville Horror. I love how the older, like, just looking at different time periods, like movie posters, like the older ones definitely utilized a lot more text than the ones nowadays do.
Yeah, because people just don't want to read too much now. They just want you're right though.
They're all darker. Well, maybe not all of them, but a lot of them are definitely darker. Where it seems like a lot of the ones nowadays, for the most part, use like brighter colors and stuff.
Yeah, this is definitely probably one of the more famous horror movie posters. I mean, it's The Exorcist. Like, it's crazy to talk about how much it was the first horror blockbuster movie. And that was never a thing before that. Horror movie was always kind of like cheap to make and it, made some money, but that kind of changed things.
Number 3, I Spit on Your Grave, Evil Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Army of Darkness.
So again, it's one of those, if you know, because you've seen the movie. We were actually talking about this last time, Kyle. So this is the original Evil Dead, and Army of Darkness was the third movie in the trilogy. So this is Sam Raimi's first directorial debut. He made this movie by raising money with friends and family on such a shoestring budget, and that obviously made a lot of money, but mostly in rentals because theaters refused to show it because it had an X rating originally. So, yeah, Evil Dead is I like the movie, but it's also so bad it's good kind of thing. I don't know.
Well, like you said, some of that starts to shine through a little bit in Spider-Man 2 and the whole Doc Ock scene in the hospital.
That day of filming, Sam had a bad day. So.
All right, number 4, Tales from the Crypt 2, Tales from the Crypt, Creep Show 2, or Creep Show.
So it's one of the two. But is it the sequel or the original from one of the two? That is the question.
Kind of all over the place.
This one,
most people going with 1. There's some 2s and 4s in there though too.
This one may have actually gotten everyone. This is Creep Show 2.
Yeah, I think
we got everyone. Yes, so happy.
He's been waiting all game for this.
I have. I love the Creep Show movies. They're just so fun. They're essentially a bunch of mini movies, little anthology films with different stories, kind of like a Twilight Zone or Tales from the Crypt, obviously, similar thing. Creep Show movies are fun. They're a lot of fun.
All right, number 5. Oh, who doesn't love some Kevin Bacon? Tremors, Endless Descent, Deep Rising, Critters.
You know, I never would have watched this movie, and there's a lot of horror movies I never would have watched, but growing up, AMC always did the Fear Fest, and that's
Yep.
the 31 days I would cram in and I'd watch them, and movies like Tremors kind of just stuck with me. It's not, in my opinion, it's not a good movie, but it's got so much nostalgia for me that I still would watch it because, like, it's just, you could put it on the background. Yeah, Bobby says not really a scary movie. Yeah, for some reason it's considered a horror movie, but it's really not. It's kind of like Jaws, which is much scarier, I think, but it's kind of like Jaws and dirt instead of water. Do you think that's how they pitched it? They're like, I got a great movie. It's Jaws without the water.
So almost a social on that one right there.
All right, so nobody got all 5, which that makes me happy. Looks like Esmeralda is on the board.
All right, still the best name going. Esmeralda Gaston. Like,
yeah, 100%.
Yep.
We're going to search far and wide for a better name.
Yep.
Steph Sample gets on. And let's see. Jake takes the lead with 4 points.
All right, round 5.
Stephanie says, where are the Beetlejuice questions? Beetlejuice I actually think is going to be on the next horror movie trivia. Even though it's really not a horror movie. It's just kind of a, I don't know. I just saw Beetlejuice for the first time. I think a little over a year ago. And it's just a fun movie. It's such a goofy movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say I saw it the first time I think 2 or 3 years ago. I mean, it's always on TV this time of the year.
It is, yeah.
Tess loves it. She watches it all the time when it's on TV.
And who doesn't love Michael Keaton?
Oh yeah.
All right, so we have question number 1: The Town That Dreaded Sundown, best name ever. New Year's Eve, Friday the 13th Part 2, or All Hallows Eve. Boy, you want to talk about like infringing on, like, or not really, you're like treading on thin ice there with copyright infringement if you have a movie named All Hallows Eve. Right? I mean, it's technically not copyright infringement on Halloween, but like, we should do that. We should write a movie, All Hallows Eve, and just have it be like a cheap slasher knockoff.
Steph wants to know if you guys ever watched Beetlejuice, or if she watched Beetlejuice.
No, I watched it one night without her. Sorry, Steph.
It is a fun movie. What's another one? The Addams Family's on quite a bit.
Yeah, we just watched that last year. We're going to watch it.
Clue was on the other night.
Oh, we got everyone on that one. Everyone got it, I should say. I kind of figured someone would go.
I think you talked about it a little bit on Monday, though, because you said it took place in Arkansas.
True.
And at the top of it,
people listen to me. Yeah. All right. Question number 2. You better watch out. You better not cry. That was not intentional to put those together. Silent Night, Deadly Night, or Santa's Sleigh. Yeah, when I put the questions in, they all just kind of go like in it. The game puts them in different orders. It just happened to put it out that way. That's hilarious.
All right, I'm going with number 4 because that's just the best name out of all of them.
It is. The funny thing is, it's a real movie.
Is it really?
Santa's Sleigh is a real movie. You Better Watch Out and You Better Not Cry are not, but it is Silent Night, Deadly Night. This is a pretty iconic poster.
I had a feeling it was 3 because I've heard of it and I had never heard of any of the other 3.
Yeah.
But I was like, I got to go with 4 because that would be the best title out of all of them.
Yeah, Santa's Sleigh has like a pissed off looking Santa on the front of it, like ready to stab someone. But I've never seen the movie, so maybe I did watch it long ago on Netflix with Joey, Brooke, and Steph. I think we did when we went through like Netflix's like bottom of the barrel. All right, so we're going with an oldie. We got the Swamp Thing, the Sea Witch, the Creature from the Black Lagoon, or Lady in the Water.
Going with 3 on this one.
Yeah, I think pretty much everybody is. Caden said in Santa's Sleigh he rides a buffalo. I can't remember. Maybe that's not the. I remember Fran Drescher being in the beginning of the movie and getting killed like immediately. If it's the right movie. And I don't know why I remember that, but yeah. Fun fact. If that's the right movie. Correct me if I'm right or wrong. So it looks like I think everybody got that. Oh, looks like Dirk went with Swamp. Oh, yep. I got someone with the Swamp Thing. I'm really happy about that. Proud of myself. All right. Question number 4. Tangled Webs, Spider Slayers, 8-Legged Freaks, or Arachnophobia? Do you know this one, Kyle?
I think it's 3.
I remember this ad. It was on during Men in Black 2 in theaters.
I remember the poster for this. I'm
I
thinking
don't
it's
know
3.
why I remember this. I was in like 4th grade. We went to see Men in Black 2, and this ad came on, this trailer came on before the movie, and it was for 8-Legged Freaks. And I don't know why the hell that doesn't, like, it's just weird.
Well, there you go. From the producers of, I mean, Independence Day is good, kind of cheesy, but it's good. And then got the '90s Godzilla.
Dude, 90s Godzilla slaps in its own bad way.
Matthew Broderick is
As a hero.
is a hero.
As a badass. We got a lot of people with Arachnophobia. Arachnophobia's got a way cooler poster, in my opinion. It's a lot simpler. This is like just screams B movie. All right, final question around 4. We got The Prince of Darkness, Night of the Creeps, Monster Squad, or Fright Night. I think this one's gonna be a little tougher, for a couple reasons, and I'll explain in a minute.
Kind of all over the board. The only one that hasn't gotten any love was number 3.
Right, and I kind of thought Monster Squad and Fright Night have very similar looking posters. It is Fright Night. The Prince of Darkness, I'm giving John Carpenter all the love. It is the prequel, I guess I should say, to the Vampires movie. It's Prince of Darkness. Night of the Creeps, I believe, is not a real movie. Maybe it is. It's just not this one. I thought I'd get more people with Monster Squad, but I didn't get anybody with that. So it is Fright Night. Again, not really a horror movie in my opinion. It's more of like, I don't know what you call it. It's supposed to be, but it's not. Okay, so we have a couple people. So Bobby's up to 2 now. Kennedy's staying right on Jake's tail with 4, and Jake has 5.
Going into the bonus round. So if Kennedy wins the bonus round, we have a tie.
Yes, otherwise the game is Jake's. He cleared the entire board. I will give you credit, Jake. That's pretty impressive. It's not an easy feat.
How many questions? Is this just a one question?
This is a one-off, I believe.
Oh, boy.
And I can't remember. Oh, I do remember now. This one slaps. Remember, speed, and there's only one winner. So
if you don't know, just guess as fast as you can. Give yourself a chance at least.
Yes. So we have, it's a Friday the 13th movie. Which one is it? It's the final chapter. Jason lives, Jason goes to hell, or A New Beginning. Kyle, which one is it?
I'm going to go with 4.
Kyle goes with 4. Kennedy goes with 2.
Jake went with 1. Kennedy went with 2.
Jake got it. It is the final chapter, which is ironically called the final chapter, which is number 4 out of 12 movies. So they wanted more Jason after that, apparently. So after the final chapter, we had A New Beginning, which is where Roy Burns plays Jason for one movie, and then back to Jason. So that was actually, you know what? That was a good game. A lot of people, I thought I'd fool people more on some of them, but
no, that was a really good game. Nice and close all the way to the end. So congrats on that, Jake. Kennedy gave a valiant effort on that right there. So guys, let me pull this down real quick. There we go. All right, so Monday night, what do we got going Monday night? Well, actually, so either Friday or Saturday, depending on what day we get it done and ready for. We are going to have kind of a fun fact video. So it's going to be pre-recorded. It won't be live or anything, but that's going to be on The Nightmare Before Christmas. So that will be, like I said, probably Friday or Saturday, we're thinking. And then Monday, what do we got, Dan? We're going to be live on Monday.
So we're doing Halloween-inspired Disney movies. So we got all sorts of stuff. We got Hocus Pocus. We got the
Haunted Mansion. We've
Haunted
got
Mansion,
all
the
the different
Halloween
animated
Town,
ones.
all that fun stuff. So
it'll all be Disney themed
The Nightmare
Halloween
Before
movies.
Christmas. That's
Nightmare
Disney,
Before
so
Christmas is there. I
lots of
mean,
cool stuff.
there's a lot of. I honestly before we had Disney Plus, I did not realize how many Halloween themed Disney movies there are.
Yeah, they got a lot. So strap yourselves in, guys. Thank you so much for watching. You better binge everything this weekend on Disney Plus to make sure you're ready. And we'll see you guys on Monday night. Jake, congratulations! You pretty much kicked ass that round. That was impressive. 6 points.
Guys, help us get to 1,000 subscribers. Once we get there, we can monetize the channel and we're able to start giving away prizes pretty much, majority of the time. So we want to get to the point where literally every game we're giving it away, and the larger we grow, the more we're going to give away, more chance that you have to win big prizes. So
absolutely. Awesome. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you Monday. And like you said, congratulations, Jake. Good game.